Hello students, this is Miss Diane, and today I'm going to show you the application of a nail tip. So let me get my nail tip out here. So this is what your nail tip should look like when we're done. Okay, so there's our nail tip right there. I'll put it there. And here is our finger we're going to use. So we want to go ahead and buff the shine, right? We would push the cuticle back and buff the shine off the natural nail. Okay, so there was a little notch in there, so I took that out first. But you would just go with your buffer and just buff that shine. Okay, now, so we have our nail prepped. Now I'm going to prep the nail tip. So we sized our nail tip to match our fingers, and then I'm going to go over it and just lightly buff the area right here, this little smile line. I'm going to buff it so it's a little flatter. So when I apply it to the nail, it's not thick right there. Okay, so I'm just going to go over just a little there. So it kind of smooths and flattens that out for me a little bit. Less filing later. Okay, so now that I did that, I'm going to put the adhesive on. Okay, I'm going to open that up. Not too much. Okay, just a little bit in that nail well. If you have a nail well, that's where you want to put the adhesive. Alright, I have my nail. Now, I'm going to want to come from the nail well, from the free edge, and then push down. Can you see that glue that comes out there, that little bit of a glue? That's what you want. You don't want to go this way from the top and move it to the free edge, because if there's any extra glue, it's going to go under that free edge, and we don't want that. So you're going to come this way, attach it, put your free edge right at that well, and bring it up. Okay, you're going to force any of that extra glue to come up there. We're going to hold it until it sets. Okay, this may take a little while there. It's starting to stick there. Okay, see, I want to make sure that I have it on straight. Now it's almost flush because of that filing we did before. I don't know if you can see how right in here I didn't really file that as much. It's here it's already smooth. Here I am going to have to file just a little bit more there. Alright, so I have the glue there, it's dry. Now I'm going to go ahead and put an extra bead of glue right at that seam. Okay, not too much. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to put an extra bead all the way around that seam. Alright, and I will usually have my client hold their hands in a downward movement. So let me show you that. I will usually have them have their hands and down, not up. I'm not holding it like this. I'm holding it down. So in case any of that glue drips, it's going to drip away from the cuticle. Away from the cuticle. Okay, so let me see if I put the glue on there. It's going to fill up that little area. It's not going to drip into the cuticle. If I went like that, it would. So I'm not. I'm holding it downwards. This way. So we're going to have to wait for this glue to dry. I will come back when the glue is dry. Hello students, we're back. the nail glue has dried, and so now we're just going to lightly buff that area. Okay, so lightly buff the glue. Just the glue. We're not trying to buff the natural nail. Just where the glue is. Oops. So take your time and just go over that seam. That's why I was saying that we did that beforehand. We took the thickness down there, so it wouldn't be too much to file down. And I don't know if you can see, I did get some glue, and I usually will put a little bit of glue, extend it out a little bit from the seam, so that when I'm filing, I'm not filing the tip, I'm filing the glue. See? So hopefully you can see right there. So what I'll usually do is I'll get my fingernail and I'll go through and see if I catch it anywhere there. So when I'm checking your tips, that's what I'm checking for. I'm going to go back and see if there's a little ridge there where my fingernail gets caught on. If it doesn't, you did a great job. I can't catch it. See? Great. So then the client can either wear the tip just like this. It's sturdy enough, but not as sturdy as putting acrylic or silk wrap over it. You have those options there that you can either put silk wrap over it or then go ahead and overlay with acrylic if you would like. This is kind of long. I did not cut it down, but you would probably want to cut it down depending on what your client's needs are. So there we go. That is your nail tip.